Hey, hi. Good afternoon, everyone. Thank you, Dr. Vinay. I'm Enbasekar. I'm the CTO and co-founder at MediBuddy. Thank you for this opportunity to talk about what we do at MediBuddy and how we use data analytics, data science, and digital platforms to solve for digital healthcare problems. To quickly call out what we started out with, so MediBuddy's been, the journey has been more than about 8 years now. When we started out as students from IIT Madras campus, me and my co-founder both, and even today the vision stays true, which is to make high quality healthcare accessible to 1 billion people. And that's where technology and platform working very closely with healthcare ecosystem, with doctors, with clinicians, and the wider stakeholders became very, very important. And that's been the journey that we are on at MediBuddy. As I just mentioned, we started way back in 2015 with a small team of 5-6 engineers and doctors trying to solve for healthcare problems. We had several ups and downs, learning experiences throughout the journey, and today we are a team of more than 2,000 plus people across 24 offices in India, and we help more than 35,000 patients every single day. So we are very proud of the journey and the impact that you have been able to create in the primary healthcare space. So what does MediBuddy do today? It's an end-to-end, on-demand digital healthcare platform. Anyone from any corner of the country can download MediBuddy app and access the best of the doctors, labs, pharmacies, and any other healthcare service that a user needs for themselves or for their family members. It's an omni-channel solution. So while we are an app-based platform, a lot of the healthcare experiences happen in both online and offline touch points. So we enable both through our platforms where you can schedule visits to hospitals and radiology centers, etc. Another unique thing about MediBuddy is we are deeply integrated with the entire payer ecosystem, which means direct customers and users can pay for healthcare and use. We also work with corporates for their employees and their family members' health benefits. And we also work with insurance companies to enable healthcare delivery for their policy holders as well. And how are we able to do this at scale across the India is through partnerships with large number of healthcare providers. So we work with many number of doctors who are online consultation providers on our platform. So we have an app for doctors. So we have doctors also from about 25-30 different cities. We enable booking appointments for physical consultation visits in a cashless way in many private hospitals across the country. We also run about 300 plus occupational health centers, typically in manufacturing plants, ITES, tech parks, again across the country. In terms of medicines, we largely do home delivery as well as you can pick up medicines at your nearest pharmacy. And again, with lab tests, we have a fleet of phlebotomists in 35 different cities, so they can come home and pick up the patch sample with a convenience for a large number of customers. And what's unique is, although these are different providers, different parts of the country delivering these healthcare services, all of the digital records of the patient is integrated in one place in an easy to consume manner for our end users. So be it your lab tests or the medicines that you have consumed, the health records, they are all aggregated in a central way in our platforms. And our spread is across the country. So as you can see, we have partnerships from across north, south, east, and west, both urban as well as tier 2, tier 3 locations as well, to enable us to provide these services. So what's the tech behind it? Of course, over the last 4-5 years, you have seen many industries, be it transportation, be it food or e-commerce. We see a lot of adoption of tools by commoners to access these services in a cost-effective way, in a convenient way, and access the best quality out there. Similarly, we have a platform which is designed, and the core engine behind it, which is the topic of today's conversation, is Clara. So Clara is our proprietary data science engine. So users who approach our platform to talk to doctors, get lab reports through our platform, and do any of the other healthcare services, ensures that this Clara is the engine that runs behind it. So how is Clara built? Over the millions of data points that we have collected over the last 6 to 7 years is what goes behind building of Clara. It's a set of tools and algorithms and machine learning models, which is helping us helping our doctors provide better care by providing them with assistive information. It also helps the users get better experience in their healthcare journeys, and also enhances our operational efficiencies at scale. While we have Claras, we do more than 20 different systems and subsystems and modules and different problems we solve. These are some of the clinically relevant ones. One, we have a triaging chatbot. So that means when users come to the platform, in the meantime, while they wait for a doctor, which typically takes about 5-10 minutes, they actually engage with the chatbot and provide relevant information. It's going to assist the doctors. This helps both save doctors time as well as engages the customer or the patients while they're waiting for the journey. And third, it puts in a effective means of collecting information than the conventional forms, which usually will have poor fill rate or poor quality of data collection as well. Second, we also have an engine called RXpert, because we do several tens of thousands of online consultations every day. These are digital prescriptions, which means we have engines which parse through these prescriptions and look for suggestions to give to the doctors in terms of contraindications, in terms of past prescription patterns from thousands of doctors. And of course, we also have several other engines around. Since we started expanding into tier 2, tier 3, vernacular and language technologies had to be implemented in our platforms as well, to be able to serve patients who may not be comfortable in English as a language to do the consultations. So you have our Clara chatbots in Hindi, in multiple different languages. We also interpret English as a language as well, and therefore while people may use the English keyboard, they use words which are native Hindi as well. So that helps us give the right doctor, rather than give a Telugu or Tamil speaking doctor, give a Hindi speaking doctor to such users, gives a better experience for them. This is one quick example of one of our topic classifiers. So in India, people, people may not associate the specific healthcare problem with a specialty. So people generally type their healthcare symptom, right? So to even go to the right doctor is sometimes a problem. We see close to 5% of the times people choose the wrong department or wrong specialty and ends up going through double hoops, triple hoops before they get to the actual doctor and the right care needed. So hence we have built systems so that we get it largely first time right for our users. Another example, this is the triaging chatbot. While we have used a lot of technologies to come up with the right dialogue trees as well as systems to help the users, what we realized is explainability is very, very important in every single case, as it requires that kind of a support. So we have also built a clinical reasoning engine behind why a certain set of suggestions are being given to a doctor in our doctor apps. Here is one example of a suggested differential diagnosis based on the profile that the user gives, and this is used by a doctor typically in the consultations. Today, our doctor app comes equipped with some of these features. This is a language classifier example that I quickly talked about. We also do a lot of dermatology related consultations where people take photographs or selfies to share information on a teleconsult platform, and we have models again built around that to assist the doctor as well as create an engaging experience for the patients. There's another aspect of data that is maybe more fundamental than or more easy to implement than the data science and models is simple statistical or data analytics platforms. Many times that creates a large difference in itself in terms of impact that we are seeking. Because of the scale and the spread of users that we have, as well as the healthcare partners that we work with, to deliver quality at scale. So we already operated 35,000 patients a day, and our aspirations are to do 10x and 100x more. In which case, we also have put the right analytic platforms in scale for monitoring things at scale, monitoring things across geography. So we have a control room where we can track patient walk-in patterns, or the time delays, wait times, and quality of consultations, ratings that people are giving real time. Is a phlebos going on time? Are we monitoring the sample processing happening in a processing center and so on? So this helps us ensure that there is increased trust in the quality of care that we are providing. And these are some of the means of using data and data science tools to be able to give a better quality of care at MediBuddy. So thank you. That's a quick intro about MediBuddy I wanted to share. Happy to take questions or collaborate.
Thank you. We have time perhaps for 1 or 2 questions.
Thank you, Inba and MediBuddy team. Can you just tell us what is the profile of your consults in terms of specialty division?
Sure. We offer about 20 plus different clinical specialties. It roughly reflects what the population's needs are, and also the ease of use on online or the patient's trust on ability to do it online. So we see large number of dermat, gynac, pediatrics, gastro, neuro, onco, second opinions. We see general physicians, of course, and of course during COVID, during those phases, it was largely pulmonology also was a sought after specialty, and today even general surgery, second opinions, and others are also on the platform today.
So when do you scale up to an in-person consultation, and if so, does it get directed to the same doctor, or you have tie-up with centers, or would you refer to centers like CMC if there is a specific problem?
Sure. Today we do, although online is one primary medium, we also have equal number of physical consultations that we enable also in our platform. While they may directly come for a booking of an appointment at a hospital or a clinic, the transition is typically around 5 to 10%, where a doctor's post online consultation recommends again in the platform to say, hey, this needs a physical examination, physical visit, and online may not be sufficient, comes to around maybe typically 3 to 5% of the cases that we see today in online.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We'll take one more question. Yes.
Yeah. Hello, I'm Dr. Shefali.
Hi, Doctor.
Yeah, so during the pandemic, I had done a project on the most used app for video consultation.
Sure.
So everyone said WhatsApp.
Yes.
Yeah, so
it still continues, I'm sure.
yeah. So I just wanted to know on MediBuddy, what is the level of data privacy you have? Because a lot of patients, used to be hesitant to share their reports or images on WhatsApp.
Right.
So.
Sure. This is a custom platform, right? So it's not open to public. So it's not a generalized communication platform, right? It's very purpose driven for healthcare. So the conversations that, or the images or the information that a user shares is visible only to the doctor that they are consulting with, not even to another clinicians, in our platform without their consent.
So these video calls are not recorded, right?
Video calls are recorded to the extent of quality control. So we have a team of expert doctors who are providing quality verification on some of this, especially when somebody raises an issue with the consultation, or if there is a medical question around the prescription and so on. So for those reasons, it's stored in a secure vault, which is accessible only on demand from our clinician team, internal clinician teams.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Enbasekar.
Sure. Thank you.